What's up everyone, it's Kyle, and I wanted to make this video concerning the second stimulus package that the White House is saying that is on the table despite a higher than expected June jobs report. Now, direct checks are probably going to be a part of this. This is as far as the president is concerned, and this is according to Fox Business. So my disclaimer to this is that if you made over 100K on your 2019 tax returns, this probably will not apply to you. You probably will not be eligible to get a stimulus check. I know I probably just lost half of my viewership on this, but just to point out, that is probably going to be the case. It's not 100% sure, but more than likely. That was the case with the first stimulus checks. If you had made over 100K, you pretty much did not receive anything. And just to point out about this, it's not only to say that if you made over 100K, I know a lot of real estate agents that made over 100K on their gross 1099 reports, but after write-offs had shown less than that on their tax returns, so they would most likely be eligible for the stimulus. So these comments made from the White House and from the president came after a 4.8 million job increase. That is the biggest increase on record. Now that is actually it's now we're reflected a 11.1% unemployment rate. So that is still, news is coming after that report came out. So all of this came at the same time as the Labor Department's new report that 1.43 million unemployment claims were filed in the last week. So unemployment claims are continuing to mount as we speak, but these stimulus comments still came after that report. So Trump has said in an interview with this Fox News reporter, Blake Burman, that he does support a larger stimulus plan. He thinks that he is going to want to give more money in the hands of the American people because they will be able to spend it and generate more activity, more economic activity. However, he wants it to be done properly and not complicated and just get right in the hands of everyone. So this is actually good news because from what we've seen prior to this, it was that the Democrats were supporting more of a stimulus and the Republicans weren't. And now it looks like that opposition is headed to where the Democrats and the Republicans are both working together to get this second stimulus out. Now, White House officials have said that they do not intend to pass any second stimulus until at least the beginning of July. However, the Senate does not return until July 20th. So it's really not likely that we see anything passed before that July 20th date. Now, just to recap, the first stimulus that was passed in March was the CARES Act. That was the $1,200 check to anyone who made under $75,000 for an individual or $150,000 for a married couple filing jointly. And it caps off and it phases out completely at anyone that makes over $99,000 for an individual or $198,000 for a married couple. Now, the only proposal that has been passed by either Chamber of Commerce is the HEROES Act. Now, this was put forth by House Democrats, and it's a massive $3 trillion proposal that would include a lot of other things, but also a $1,200 stimulus check again. Now, this went to the Senate and was actually stalled by the Senate Republicans. Now, in an article from Forbes, the White House trade advisor, Peter Navarro, has stated that the president wants the next stimulus package to be at least $2 trillion. Now, that is nearly double what Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has stated that he wants to propose, the $1 trillion second stimulus package, but it's about 2/3 as much as the HEROES Act was proposing. So Trump's advisors has stated that the next stimulus package could be focused on manufacturing jobs, a payroll tax cut, a return to work bonus that could be around $450, which would actually make sense because from the $600 bonus that they're getting for unemployment benefits, it's actually making it more desirable for people to sometimes not go back to work because they're making more money being unemployed than they actually were when they were working. So this $450, approximately, that's the last I heard, return to work bonus might be a new proposal with this, as well as a $4,000 travel credit and a infrastructure plan, among some other things. So Will there be a second stimulus package? That's the big question. Well, first of all, it's not up to the president to decide that. It's up to Congress, and Congress will decide on that this month. Now, as far as my opinion on this, what is going to happen? Well, here is exactly that. I almost guarantee that this second stimulus is going to be passed. I'm 99.99% sure. And here's the reason why. We're coming into an election year. In November, there's going to be a new election, and it's going to be whether the Republicans stay in power or the Democrats come in power. Now, what's going to happen is the debate's coming up soon. And pretty much what they're doing is, and what they do in all debates, is try to make each other look bad. And we know Trump's good at that. We know, Biden's going to be coming after him as well. And no one wants to look bad by stalling the second stimulus. If it's the Republicans stalling it, Biden's going to be there talking about why the Democrats wanted to pass it and give it and make the majority of people who would benefit from this stimulus package come onto their side. And in the same respect, the Republicans don't want to look bad that they were the ones that, did not want this to go through. And also, if they do pass it, they're going to be the ones that, look like the heroes. And Trump's going to be up there stating how he gave the second stimulus package to the American people and it's boosting the economy and all that. So basically, politics is what's going to come into play here. And that's why I believe 99% this second stimulus is almost guaranteed to pass. Now, what do I think the second stimulus is going to entail? Well, I believe that it's going to be another one-time payment. It's going to be probably, most likely $1,200, but could be up to $2,000 per individual. I think it's going to come in an easier way. It's going to come either direct deposit or in the form of a bank card that's going to be sent and there's going to be money on it. I do believe that there could be possibly up to about $6,000 per household limit. That is actually a big number, and when you're considering and you're looking at the majority of what people make per household throughout America, it's that's a large number. And as far as the unemployment benefits that are supposed to end in July, I totally see that just being extended out. There's no way that I actually see it being extended out to about 2021, maybe January 2021, just because that is set to run out at the end of July here. So guys, thanks so much for staying to the end of this video. I do appreciate this. If you think anybody else could benefit from this, please feel free to share it and leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. I will reply to it. And as always, feel free to like this video. It really helps me out. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. So thank you very much. Subscribe if you have not done so already, and hit the notification bell so you will get notifications every time I post a new video, as well as follow me on Instagram. If you are on Instagram, I post there pretty much daily, so you will get other aspects of my life as well. Other than that, I got 2 free stocks below. If you want to sign up to Robinhood, go feel free to check the link out below for that. And then also Acorns. It's a good way to save your digital change. Guys, thank you so much. Check that out below. And other than that, have a great day.